Hello again, everybody. We lost Beverly Sills. That's a great loss. She was a great singer, singing actress, human being with a great sense of humor. I recall seeing her sing in Ariorante Handel's Ariorante at the Kennedy Center in 1971. It was a triumph because Tatiana Troyanos was the mezzo, and the two of them were just great. It was ovation after ovation, with solos and duets, everyone getting a great ovation. So it was so good and so noisy that Julius Rudel turns to the audience and says, "Please do not applaud after every aria." Very unusual, I must say. I don't think you would do that at the Met. She was a great actress. I remember Lucia de Lammermoor, mad scene. Just killed her husband she was forced to marry. Comes down the stairs. And at that moment you see a woman in a gown walking down the stairs singing a great aria. But that's not enough for Beverly. She unfolds her gown and there's this big splotch of red blood on her gown. It was very dramatic, and it turned the whole scene around from just somebody showing how great they were, a singer they were, that she was also a great actress. And of course there was Maria Stuarda, which I mentioned before. The final scene when she's beheaded was so realistic that I feared for her life. But at the moment the axe was coming down, the big two-sided axe was coming down, the lights went black, and Beverly was saved. She was a great human being. At the New York State Theater, there's no box seats, there are no boxes. So when Beverly, when she was music director, would sit on the aisle in the first tier and look down at the stage, and of course she was recognized as Beverly sitting there. And so, "Hi, Beverly, hello, Beverly," from across the other side of the tier. Beverly would smile and she would wave back. A couple of years later, we went to a bazaar at the given by the New York State Theater for charity. They sold books and opera memorabilia, and there were personalities signing their autographs to draw in the crowd. And one was Beverly Sills. We went over to her and we thanked her for all the wonderful moments that she had given us over the years, and she was very pleased, and she thanked us. Now, I had bought a book at the bazaar, and the book was The World of Opera. This is the book, 30 years ago, whatever. And she looked at the book and she said, "Let me see that." And she turned to the back pages, handed the book back. I think Beverly was looking to see if her name was in the index. It was an old book, and her name was not in the index. Now, she had a great sense of humor. And here's a quote from an article in the New York Times on July 3rd. Asked about the ecstatic reception she received when she made a belated debut at La Scala in Milan in 1969, Miss Sills told the press, "It's probably because Italians like big women, big bosoms, and big backsides." New York Times now. She had a great sense of humor. She was just a wonderful person, and we miss her.